So as we are in this Kaivalyopanishad, Rishi Ashwalayana approaches Brahmaji and stating that Adhi Bhagavo Brahmeti. So may you teach Brahman. And when he said that Adhi Bhagavo Brahmeti, Brahma Vidyam Varishtham, Sada Sadvi Sebyamanam Nigudham, Yaya Chirat Sarva Papam Vyapayha Parat Param Purusham Yadi Vidwan iti. So when he highlighted especially that I would like to know this Brahma Vidya that is pursued, looked after, sought after by noble ones. And of course, by knowing which all papas are destroyed. That to Achirat at once. Very swiftly. So if that is the case, now may you teach. So what did Brahmaji say? So Brahmaji highlighted three aspects. So what are they? If you remember, Shraddha, Bhakti, and Dhyana. Dhyana Yoga is a discipline. So this is Shraddha, Bhakti, and Dhyana connected to Shravana, Mananam, and Nididhyasanam that we have discussed in details. So that means the moksha, liberation, can happen only through Shravana, Mananam, and Nididhyasanam, not by any other means. But people are not ready for it. How many people can do proper Shravana? You know better. So even though you are here, you don't listen to. So for Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasanam to take place, so you need Chitta Suddhi. So for Chitta Suddhi, they becomes auxiliary sadhana, secondary sadhana. For that, what you need? Karma Yoga. You need Upasana Yoga. So when we talk about Karma Yoga brings Chitta Suddhi. Remember, Chitta Suddhi is not enough. I am using another word, technical word. Along with Chitta Shuddhi, you need Chitta Santi. So purification of mind, also Chitta Santi. That mind should be Shantam, tranquil, peaceful. There are two levels. So there what we say, when you are engaged in Karma Yoga, again Karma Yoga consists of what? Ishwararpana Buddhi and Prasada Buddhi. Don't forget that. And when it consists of these two, then comes Upasana Yoga. In Upasana, what we do? Mainly either Ekarupa Ishvara or Anekarupa Ishvara. Now when you do Ekarupa Ishvara Dhyanam, your Ishtadevata Dhyanam, whatever, there what happens? Chitta Suddhi happens, but Chitta Santi need not take place. In fact, the moment you see, suppose you are Vishnu Bhakta, the moment you see Shiva people are going, Ayo, not to touch, not to look at them. If you are Shiva Bhakta, if you see Vishnu Bhaktas, oh, they are our enemy. Especially in South India, is very predominant, okay? You cannot think of. Nowadays, it has come down a little bit. So that means what? Chitta Suddhi may happen, but Chitta Shanti will not happen. And unless Chitta Shanti happens, you cannot grow. So that's why we say, From Chitta Suddhi to Chitta Shanti, there is a big quantum jump. That jump to take place, you need to do what? Vishwarupa Dhyanam, Anantarupa Dhyanam, Aneka Rupa Dhyanam. So as you are comfortable with your Ishtadevata, you must be comfortable with any Devata. Can you see this point very carefully? So if you are not comfortable with other Devata, that means good. Chitta Suddhi may take place, but Chitta Shanti will not happen. That's why if you look at Adi Shankaracharya work, this is the beauty in Adi Shankaracharya. This is one of the reasons we respect, or everybody respects, because Adi Shankaracharya has written hymns, stotras, in the praise of every god, goddesses. He has not left anybody. Whereas if you look at any other Acharya, they have not gone out of their Ishtadevata. They were stuck with only their Ishtadevata. So that itself explains how the understanding of the Acharya. So because it clearly shows Ekarupa Ishwara Dhyanam they have done well. Ishtadevata Dhyanam they have done well. Whereas that Anantarupa, Vishwarupa, Anekarupa Dhyanam they have not done. And unless and until you do Anantarupa or Vishwarupa Dhyanam, remember, you cannot come to Jnana Yoga. Impossible. We have discussed in details, okay? So it is not possible. So for that to come to Jnana Yoga, you need to go through this. Now here is being talked because these verses are demanding this sort of technical analysis. Now when you come to Jnana Yoga, because remember, from Saguna Brahma to Nirguna Brahma, because there is a big quantum jump. So when there is a quantum jump, so the gap is what? That Anantarupa or Vishwarupa Dhyana. Or else from Saguna Brahma, you cannot go to Nirguna Brahma. You can tell Nirguna Brahma. In fact, one of the Acharya presently says, Nirguna Brahma is not free from gunas. In fact, all the gunas have come out from whom? He is the most controversial person in India now. Because many times Acharya wants to be controversial, okay? I don't know why they become Acharya, okay? They should become a politician. However, this is my problem. So coming back here, that when I am approaching Jnana Yoga, or you can say from Saguna Brahma to go to Nirguna Brahma, Upasana or Dhyanam, Nididhyasana, from Dhyana to Nididhyasana, I need to adopt Anantarupa Dhyana. So until and unless I adopt Anantarupa Dhyana, means being comfortable, being accommodative, is not going to work. In fact, there are a few verses related to that. And when Acharya talks this thing, now I think let us read the verse so that it becomes easier. Verse number 7, 6 we have already completed. Uma Sahayam Parameshwaram Prabhum Trilochanam Neelakantham Prashantam Dhyatva Munir Gacchati Bhutayonim Samasta Sakshim Tamasa Parastat. Now, when you look at this particular verse, of course, that we have seen earlier, that which is Virajam, Vishuddham, Vishokam, and again that which is in Hrut Pundarikam, I hope you remember all these words, okay? If you don't remember, then I cannot help you at all. And of course, Shivam, Prashantam, Amrutam, Brahmayonim, Adi, Madhyanta Vihinam, Ekamiti, Vibhum, Chidanandam, Tatha, Arupam Adbhutam. Last class, okay, we discussed quickly. So when you start dwelling upon this, now he says, look, same thing also goes one step ahead in verse number 7. Uma Sahayam Dhyatva. So Dhyatva means meditating upon, having meditated. Now you need to meditate on what? So meditate Uma Sahayam. In fact, you meditate on Parameshwara. Here Shiva is being taken as Parameshwara. You can take your Ishtadevata too, nothing wrong in it. What is the benefit? Also we'll talk. He says, look, the Parameshwara. So that is the Supreme Lord, which is Prashanta. So Prashanta means peaceful, tranquil. And Uma Sahayam, always come with the concept. Why and how we'll be discussing in details. That's why sometimes when you look at especially this Saundarya Lahari and other texts, I really enjoy what is the role of Uma. So to understand this concept, that's why we do look at different text, or else that it will not work. And he says that is called also Prabhum, that which is the Lord, and Trilochanam. So Trilochanam means who has got three eyes. So general picture is what? Lord Shiva has got three eyes. Third eye. And third eye is being used for what? Only for anger. It's not like that. Surya, Chandra, and Agni are three eyes. Remember this. Lord Shiva has three eyes, represents Surya, sun, again illumines. Chandra, the moon, again illumines. Agni, the fire, again illumines. So in whose presence the illumination takes place. That's why natatra suryo bhati na chandra tarakam nema vidyuto bhanti kutoyam agni tameva bhantam anubhati sarvam tasya bhasa sarvamidam vibhati. So when do you do this? During Arati time. And not in North India, what? Karpura Gauram Karunavataram Samsara Saram Pujagendraharam Sada Vasantam, because the pitch has to go high, okay? Because what happens there? Because the word Karpura is there, okay? So because Karpura word is there, that's why whenever they use the camphor arati or any arati, so then they will chant this. Hey, this verse is a beautiful verse for Lord Shiva. Yes, Shiva arati, you can do it, nothing wrong in it. Not any other arati, okay? But anyway, whole group in North India, they follow. So here is being highlighted. Let us look at that when you start this Trilochana, and of course, that which is Bhuta Yoni. Because why all this to be meditated upon? Question may arise. Because remember, Ishtadevata in the beginning stages plays a big role in life. Especially a common person is full of fear. And because fear, guilt, and regret. We call 5 things are there always with a common person. So what are they? First is fear. Then followed by sense of guilt. and sense of regret. And if these three are there, then fourth one is depression. And once depression comes, loneliness. So these are the 5 things are there with a common person. Now it's not that easy to handle fear, not that easy to handle sense of guilt, and of course regret. So there, what we say, to handle these, we need to take the help of mainly this Saguna Brahma Upasana. To start with Ekarupa and later on Vishwarupa. And why? Because without Upasana, it's not going to work at all. Because unless I do Upasana, how can I handle myself, especially my past? And when I cannot handle my past, will I be able to look at future in a healthy way? Will it be possible? And when I don't have strength, courage to look at future in a healthy way, will I be able to face the present? So there, of course, we have a lot of discussions in Bhagavad Gita and every text, including that we saw our last text, Goraksha Samhita. How this happens? Suppose you cannot or you do not get into this Vishwarupa, at least start doing dhyanam with your Ishta Devata. I am asking all of you, whatever Ishta Devata you all have, will you be able to chant one Ishta Devata Dhyana mantra? This is not acceptable. If you cannot chant one Ishta Devata's Dhyana mantra, that means what sort of Ishta Devata you have? You don't have Ishta Devata, it means. It is not like olden days India, okay? So wife will not call husband name, hey, hey, or husband will not call also wife name. It's not like that, okay? It's not one way, both way. Husband also never calls wife name. Ooh, ooh. Only the voice changes, okay? Ooh, eh. That does not mean they do not know their names. You understand the concept? So now, if you say that you have Ishta Devata, how come you don't remember? So first task is what? Whatever Ishta Devata you have, you must remember one Dhyana Shloka, that meditative posture. And also you should understand each word while chanting. So that mind must move accordingly. Because reason is why, remember, the most important aspect, in fact, when you chant, especially Rudram, Apatala Navastala Antamumundalam. Do you remember this, anybody? Especially 2-3 of them you know, little bit, okay? No, that also you don't remember, okay? Okay, let me not get into too much, okay? Whenever you especially go through any critical situation, and that too, at the time of death, you will go through a lot of things. In fact, there are verses comes in one place, it comes, oh Lord Shiva, I want you should come with Uma, this is Uma Samhita. And especially when this Yama Kinkaras are dancing, they are scaring me. So instead of seeing their dance, I should be able to see you both. So if that can happen, only when you are tuned to. That's why at least one stotras, because I am sorry to say, many of you are chanting, not all of you are chanting Guru Stotram. How many of you can really chant Guru Stotram without looking at the Guru Stotram? I don't think a single person can do. So what does it mean? No commitment. It's just time pass. Hey, I'm serious with you all, okay? In this regard. And you want to understand Brahma Vidya. Brahma Vidya or Brahma Vidya? Anyway, good. So, when mind is too much preoccupied, and if you do not have a dhyana shloka of your Ishtadevata, and that too, that you are chanting every day, remember, at the time of crisis, you cannot come back to your Ishtadevata quickly. Impossible. That's why, as a rule, there are few mantras supposed to be learned by heart. The moment you see Surya Bhagavan, Namah Savitre Jagadeka Chakshuse. So the moment you see Namah Savitre, my salutation to you, Savita. You are the Chakshu of whole entire Jagata. So the moment you start chanting, the moment you see Surya Namaskar, there should be a mantra with you. No, Swamiji, I visualize. I have my own way. I don't believe in this thing. So the good. You believe in yourself, destroy yourself, okay? Wish you all the best. It doesn't work. So the moment you see Surya Bhagavan, you must have a mantra with you. So each devata, when you see, you should have a mantra. So you have full of memory to remember all garbage, but you don't have memory to remember which is essential things in your life. What does it mean? Because without this, again I'm highlighting, Brahma Vidya is not going to work. So that's why he highlights that you need to have. And here, that Trilochanam, Neelakantham. So Neelakantham means, Lord Shiva has got this neck region is what? Blue in color. Because there is a story goes, beautiful thing we learn. Why Lord Shiva is auspicious? Because of Tyagam. A Tyagi, a renunciate is always auspicious. Not any other person. And when this Sagara Manthanam took place, churning the ocean, the best thing everybody took away. There were no time, okay? But when it came, the poison, there was nobody available. Lord Shiva said, okay, I am ready. Give me. So when he was taking, then what happens? This Uma went, how is it possible? So she tried to hold, because if it goes inside, something may go wrong. It cannot come out. The whole entire universe will be destroyed. So Lord Shiva suspended the poison here with the help of Shakti. That's why we say there are poisons you cannot vomit, nor you can digest. Learn to suspend. So this is called, learning to suspend is called Neelakantha. And of course, Prashantam. So when you know how to suspend, the mind is definitely tranquil. No sound. And of course, dhyatva munir gacchati. So when a muni, a seeker, does meditation upon this, gacchati, where does it goes? Bhuta yoni. So yoni means here karanam iti. So karanam of bhuta. So here the karanam of the cause of all beings, including Hiranyagarbha, means Brahman iti. And that which is samasta sakshi. So that which witnesses everything, tamasaha parastat. So tamasaha parastat means not, don't use the word tamoguna. It's beyond tamoguna. No. So tamas means here we take tamas word with maya. So that means that which is beyond maya. Now, when this concept comes, now question may arise. How you look at? If I am Vishnu Bhakta, if I am Devi Bhakta, Bhakta means devotee, okay? If my Ishta Devata is Vishnu, if my Ishta Devata is Devi or Ganapati or any other thing, so how to look at? Because you are talking only Lord Shiva. So it's a big question mark for me. Let us read. Sabrahma Sasiva Sendraha Sokshara Paramaswarat Saiva Vishnu Sapranaha Sakalogni Sachandrama. It goes on and on. In fact, when we do this Pushpanjali, when we offer flower, so what we say? In fact, we chant this. Sendra Swakshara Paramaswarat. Sabrahma Sasiva Sendra Swakshara Paramaswarat. Yo Vedado Sura Propto Vedante Cha Pratishtita Tasya Prakutilina Yah Parasamayeswara. So we don't differentiate. In fact, we'll be seeing this verse in details tomorrow. So what does it mean, Brahma? What is Shiva and what is Indra? What is Vishnu? Little bit differently with reference to gunas. So how each guna, even though all are one and same, but because of nama and rupa, they are different. That's why we say Brahma means Brahmaji takes the help of Rajoguna for the creation. Vishnu takes Sattva-guna for sthiti, for sustenance. And Shiva takes Tamoguna to bring the change. Even though all are one and same, but each one takes the help of one guna to take care of this creation. We'll discuss in details tomorrow. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you, all of you.